Hey guys, it's your boy Tang here from the Football Roundup, and today we're going to be talking about Chris Hughton and whether I feel he's the right man for the Norwich City job. We're also going to be talking about who I feel Norwich should sign during January and who Norwich should sell during January. So first off, let's get on to Chris Hughton. Personally, I feel Chris Hughton is not the right man for the Norwich City job, and here's my reasoning behind it. Chris Hughton is a negative manager, and during this time in Norwich history, we need a positive manager who's going to look forward instead of look behind. I feel he praises the opposition too much. Therefore, he kind of, before and after the game, it's like, Norwich are going to lose or draw anyway, so what did you expect kind of thing. So, therefore, I feel Norwich should try and bring in somebody who's a positive manager, somebody who's attack-minded, somebody like a Roberto Di Matteo. Paolo Di Canio was kind of attack-minded, but I don't know whether he would. He's a very, very, very big character, a very big ego, and he fell out with a lot of people at Sunderland, so I don't think he'd be right. But personally, I'd love to see Roberto Di Matteo come to Norwich and hopefully do a sterling job. So yeah, I feel that Chris Hughton hasn't picked up the points that he needed, and I feel last season Chris Hughton, if Norwich didn't win those last couple of games that they really needed to win, and if they didn't go on that 10 game unbeaten run, they would not be in the Premier League now. Also, if you look at our last 4 games, they are extremely hard, and we have not beaten a top 4 team. If you look at the teams around us, like Swansea are kind of around us. Like on the first game of the season, or one of the first games of the season, Cardiff beat Manchester City 3-2. Yes, it was a late goal. Yes, it was the best of games by Man City, but Norwich lost 7-0 to them. And they can't beat teams around them at the moment. A draw against Crystal Palace, a loss against Fulham, and just losses against the top teams and not picking up those points. It's just not good enough in my view. Therefore, I feel Hughton should be relieved of his duties as Norwich manager. So, I feel Hughton should go. And somebody like a Roberto Di Matteo come in. So that's what I want to see. Anyway guys, I have put together a team who I'd like to see playing at Norwich at the end of January. I know this isn't very realistic in some aspects of my left midfielder and probably my centre back. There are 2 changes in there, but I feel they're really good changes, and I feel that Norwich could really do better with them and with a different manager. So I've gone 4-5-1 defensive. And then you're saying you're criticising Hughton for being defensive, but I'll explain myself in a moment. In goal, John Ruddy. Right back, Martin. Centre back, Basson. The other centre back is Rashida, who is a Inter Milan centre back that we've been linked with. Olsen, Martin Olsen. Right mid, Redmond. 2 CDMs, Tete and Fur. Cam, Houlihan, left mid, Hoylett. Up front, Hooper. Now then, obviously the 2 inclusions in that team are Hoylett and they are Rashida. These are 2 players that I really rate. I feel Rashida is an upgraded Michael Turner. He's a player that I really like. He's tall, he's strong, he's good in the air. So he's someone that I feel Norwich need. He's not clumsy on the ball, he's comfortable, and he's a proven international, which proves that he's an upgrade on Michael Turner. Hoylett is quick, tricky, he runs at players, he gets crosses in, he scores a goal. That's where I think Norwich lack. We lack somebody who can run at them, we lack somebody who can kind of get across it. Redmond is close to being that, but he's not the final product yet. Houlihan, Tete and Fur. Tete and Fur were playing really well before Tete got injured. Tete makes Fur look really good. Fur makes Tete look really good on the ball. They have a really good partnership in that CDM position, and they really took control of the game. And the cam, Wes Hoolahan, we all know about Wes. He's a tricky little player. He's a player who can get away from a player, play the ball in. He's got a skill. You know, he's very much somebody who I think could link the play between Tete Furt and Hooper. You know, he's kind of that middleman. He's that guy who can kind of he can go out wide at times, help Redmond. He can go out wide, help Hoylett, because he's that good of a player. He's got a very, very good attacking mind. He's a player that I rate highly. And then up front, Hooper. A lot of people are saying, why not two up front? Why not Van Volswinkel? Hooper's been the goal scorer for us, you have to remember. Van Volswinkel scored one on his debut, which is a header, a very good goal. But he is unproven. I wouldn't say he's a flop yet, but I feel if he does not pick up by next January, I feel we could class him as a flop. So that's the team I'd like to see at Carrow Road at the end of January. I've made a list of players I'd like to see us sell. I will name them quickly and say why afterwards. Snodgrass, Turner, Becchio. Snodgrass. He's somebody who really, really frustrates me. I've never rated him since he first joined. I saw him in the Ajax friendly and I thought, good flurries of play. He's a player that hasn't got that much pace, but he's a player who can pass the ball. He doesn't seem to be doing that recently. His head is... He seems like he's kind of off the boil with other players, getting angry on the pitch, you know, really aggressive. He also narrows the pitch. He doesn't go out wide. He doesn't bring width to our game. Therefore, I think we should go with Redmond and Hoylett if we can bring Hoylett in. Two really young, quick wingers who are good at going past players, getting crosses in, and shooting and cutting inside. They can kind of do that, you know. I was listening to Talk Sport, and Andy Goldstein, I believe, said that there's only one player last season who can really cut in and do it effectively, and that was Gareth Bale. We all know what happened to Gareth Bale, that big £80 million move. Turner, in my eyes, is a liability. He can have a good game, he can have a bad game. He's clumsy, he's slow, and he's not good technically on the ball. He doesn't ever look comfortable. Becchio's never had a chance, but when he hasn't impressed. So I feel it's just time for Becchio to go in my eyes, and get a fresher face and somebody who they could give a chance. If Hoolahan leaves, then I'd like to see a young guy from Boca Juniors come in called Paredes. Really good young player, reminds me of Hoolahan, but really, really good. Go and watch this guy, Leonardo Paredes. I'll have a best of Paredes like video link in the bottom, so go watch him. Then the players like I'd like to see in, I've already explained. Hoylett, Zaki Wells, he's now moved to Huddersfield, but you know, and if we don't get Rachina in, I'd like to see Olsen come in. He's a captain. I feel that's what Norwich lack. I don't see Basong as a captain at Norwich, so a captain, somebody who's good in the air. Yes, he's not the quickest, but he's a player that I rate. And just links that have been linked with Rashida and Zaha. So Zaha is very much like Hoylett, not as proven at Premier League levels. So yeah, but that is my list of players. Oh, also Scott Parker. Yes, he's getting older, but I feel if Tete gets injured, he's a captain. He's a guy who really goes, do you know what? Let's go get this game. Let's go win it. So I'd like to see Scott Parker come in if possible. Anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap this video up. I'm just gonna talk about quickly about my Facebook page, my Twitter, and a show that I will be doing every Sunday night at 8 till 9ish. So the show is the BPL Weekly. The other YouTubers will be down below in the description who I'm doing them with. And that's going to be me and these other YouTubers talking about what we feel went well during the games during the weekend, and just giving our overview, our thoughts. And Twitter, obviously follow me up on Twitter, links down below. I might even try and get something across the screen that says it. Facebook, again, down below. Give me a like on Facebook at the Football Right Now. That's not it. The Football Roundup. Sorry about that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, this has been Tang. Thank you for watching. Tang out.